here. I love coming to this place because there's so much parking. I love it. I parked right there. I drove from Hollywood. There's no parking in Hollywood. Sometimes I park 4 blocks from my apartment. I bought a Razor push scooter to keep in the trunk of my car to go the 4 blocks from my car to my apartment. I don't know if my neighbors even know that I have a car. They just see me leave on the morning a scooter, come back on a scooter. Where's that guy going? I don't know. He said he had a date, and then he got on his scooter and pushed away like he's 5. My buddy was like, what happens if you meet a girl? What happens if you bring a lady over your place? I'm like, that's a good point. I bought a second scooter. I'm not from LA. I moved to LA from New York City, East Bronx. I'm not really from the Bronx. I actually grew up in Ecuador and El Salvador. Yeah. It's kind of weird for me though because my name is Kirk Smith. The whitest name ever. When I moved to the Bronx, my buddy was like, you moved to the Bronx? You're not scared to live in the Bronx? Then I had to explain. I was like, no man, I grew up in the 80s in El Salvador. Which is like growing up now in El Salvador. Then we moved to Ecuador. Ecuador's a little country. And when I meet somebody that's like 3rd generation from Ecuador, they don't believe me because of the way I look. I know that. So they'll be like, you're from Ecuador? Which part? And then I'll tell them, you know, la ciudad, Guayaquil. El vecindario Ordesa, pero también viví un chance en la Garzota, no sé si lo ubicas. And then they'll say, I don't speak Spanish. But you sound like my grandma, so maybe. Could be. Yo, this is bugging me so much. This happened last year, but the U.S. did not make the World Cup. Oh, it's unbelievable. You know what makes the World Cup? Mexico makes the World Cup. There's 100 million Mexicans. U.S. does not make the World Cup. We have 100 million Mexicans. The president's like, some of these Mexicans are rapists and murderers. Some of them play defense. Maybe that should be how you get your visa. You have to kick a free kick or something. I don't know. I have kids. It's hard to believe, but the truth is my kids are 20 and 21. I know. I got married when I was 10. My daughter's 21, and she gets embarrassed a lot. It's normal. The thing that embarrasses the most, she looks a little older, and I look a little younger. So we're out together in LA, yeah. Somebody always thinks she's my girlfriend. I know, it's weird, it's embarrassing, because she's not really my type. Hey, call me a weirdo, don't take family. Happened like a month ago. We go to a restaurant, the waiter goes to her, can I see you and your boyfriend? And without missing a beat, she turns and points at me and goes, I can do better. She can't, it's true. People are always curious about my age. Listen, can't tell you my age. Still trying to work in this town. But you can tell a man's age by how old the women are that he dates, right? So last girl I was seeing is 32, and I live in Hollywood, so it makes me 75 years old. What's the key to looking and feeling young? Cocoa butter. Not the lotion, that's her name. I gotta be honest, that joke does better if we have more black people.